Hey guys, so I'm really excited today because I am doing a first impressions video. It's my first impressions video, and I am going to be doing the Shea Moisture foundation. So I guess these have been out for a while now. I've seen them in the store for maybe like within the last month, and so I want to try them. I haven't looked at any reviews, so this is going to be completely 100% honest. So I don't really know what to expect. Dana and Leah have told me they watch reviews, and all they told me was that people have said it's good. But they haven't tried it, I haven't tried it, so this is gonna be like a journey. So this is the Shea Moisture Weightless Shea Serum Foundation with a natural finish. And I got it in the shade Hazel. They have like a lot of colors. When I swatched them on my hand, like on my arm, this one was the closest to my skin tone, so I really hope that this matches my skin tone. This, guys, this was $15, like $15, which is kind of expensive, I think, for a drugstore foundation. So we're gonna see how this looks. When I was swatching it on my hand, I guess the formula or the texture was really liquidy. So I don't know if that was just the testers or what. So I want to do maybe like 5, 6. Ultimately, I would like to do 8 hours, but it's already 2 o'clock. So we'll just see how it goes. So this is my first time trying it. So I'm gonna put it on my hand. It says,
dispense a small drop, dot on nose, cheeks, chin, and forehead. Blend into skin, buildable for custom coverage. Spread that shake well before each use. Start with a very small amount.
so, and you see it sounds really liquidy. So we're gonna see how this is. Oh yeah, it's really liquid. It's really liquidy. I don't even think I should use a beauty blender with this because it's so liquidy. It says start with a small amount, but like I need more. Like, this is like water. I don't know if I like, oh my, it's so runny, guys. Like, I don't know if you can see that. So it's not really doing anything. And this bootleg beauty blender is like falling apart. So I forgot to tell you guys what I primed with. I want to use the Nivea aftershave because that's a strong primer, but I wanted to kind of be fair and give it a fair chance. So I'm just using the Prime Time primer from Bare Minerals. It says buildable coverage. Right now it looks very natural, I guess, but I'm gonna try to see if I can cover up things. Usually when I wear foundation, I don't try to cover up my imperfections because I still want you to see my skin. I still want it to look natural, but we're gonna see if this is indeed buildable coverage. This is so liquidy. I'm glad it has a pump though. Put it on some scars I have. Let's see. Okay. It's starting. You see that? I don't know if you guys can see, I have a scar right there. It's starting to cover it, but not so much. It's really oily. Not oily, but it's very moisturizing. It feels moisturizing, I'm not gonna lie, but if you have oily skin, this could be a problem for you. I have normal to oily skin. I mean, my skin's usually not a problem, but my T-zone area can tend to get pretty oily. I'm trying to decide if I should add some more. It's pretty. It is really pretty. It's very natural. So it says you can do buildable coverage. So usually, you know, I would probably leave it like this, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna try to see if I can cover up my scars a little bit more and see how buildable this is. Oh, this is so liquidy. It's a lot of product though. It's just really watery. Like, really watery. So, I'm gonna try one more time to cover it. I mean, this is not like the Kat Von D foundation where it's just one layer and your face is basically not your face anymore. I'm gonna try one more time to cover this up, and then I'm gonna call it a day. It looks really, really nice though. I think it looks really, really natural. I just feel really oily, and I'm not an oily person, so we're gonna see how it plays out today. So I'm gonna try one more time. It's really oily. It's not just liquidy, it's oily. But this is an oily foundation. But the color though, the color came out really good. Like, I'm surprised. I was testing it on my hands and my arms, and this was the only one that blended out into my skin. And I thought it was gonna be too light, but I think this is like the perfect color. So that's good. Okay. So I think I'm pretty much finished putting on the foundation. I'm gonna put on the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give you some more of my impressions. And all right, hey guys, so I've just finished putting on my face, and what I can say is I was initially scared because this foundation was it looked so oily, and usually when I put on foundation I don't set my face. I set under my eyes, I set the concealer, but I don't usually have to set my face. It's not usually an issue, but with this one I had to set my face because it was just so oily. So I set it with a MAC press, just some MAC press powder, and then I set under my eyes. So that's the only thing I did that's out of the norm that I wouldn't usually do for a makeup look. But as soon as I set it, it looks normal now. It doesn't look as greasy or anything like that. If you have oily skin, you're definitely gonna have to set your face. I'm sure everyone does that. I'm just weird, I just don't. But you're definitely gonna have to set your face. If you have oily skin, I would also recommend using like a mattifying primer, just so your face will be matte. But so far so good. I think it's really, really pretty. It looks really, really beautiful before I set it. It was just super, super oily. But I like it so far. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I think it looks really, really pretty. I think the color I picked was perfect. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it for now, and I'll come back in a few hours and update you guys on how I feel about it. Okay, so it's been about 3 hours now. I ran around a bit, did some errands, I went to the DMV. Yeah, this is how it's been holding up for 3 hours. It looks pretty good. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Yeah, I think it's holding up pretty well. Like I said, originally I was really, really nervous about the oil. Like, I felt like an oil slick before I set it, but since I set it, everything is in formation. I think it looks really, really pretty. And yeah, I don't have any complaints. I'm not noticing anything abnormal. I haven't touched up my face or anything, so I haven't even blotted my face. Usually with a piece of paper, I usually blot my face because it gets oily, but I haven't had to do that so far, and that may be because I actually like set my face with powder. But yeah, it's holding on really, really well to everything. And I don't have any complaints, so I'm gonna come back in another 3 hours and give you my update and final thoughts. So see y'all soon. Bye. Hey guys, so it's been a little over 6 hours since I first put the foundation on. So it's about 9 o'clock. I put the foundation, I finished putting all my makeup on at 3, so it's been 6 hours, and this is how it's holding up. I'm sorry if you guys can hear my phone in the background, just ignore it. But I'm gonna see how it looks, and it still looks pretty good. I haven't blotted all 6 hours, so I mean, I could blot a little bit on my forehead. I can see that in my T-zone area I could blot, like, you know, touch up a little bit, mainly my forehead, not really even on the cheeks. But the foundation has held up pretty well. I don't see that much separating. It lasted all day, well, 6 hours, which I think the typical work day or wear makeup day is 8 hours. So I mean, it lasted pretty long. So the pros and cons, I can say the pro is it looks beautiful on the skin. It's very natural. If you're somebody who doesn't like to wear a lot of foundation or doesn't look like the look of foundation, I'm so sorry guys. If you don't like the look after, okay, all right, okay. Okay, so the pros and cons. The pros is this looks really, really pretty on the skin. I think it looks really beautiful. If you're somebody who doesn't like to wear foundation, or you like your foundation to look very natural, or you still want your skin to show through, this is definitely the foundation for you. It's very, very natural. It's very lightweight. They have a whole bunch of colors for deeper complexion women. And yeah, it lasted all day. I didn't have any problems. I'm not any more oily than I would have been if I used any other foundation, or if I had just worn concealer. This is typically what happens anyways. So I'm really, really happy about that, because you know I was really scared about the oil in the beginning. Some cons I would say is that when you first put it on, this is really oily. And I don't know, but I had to set this. I don't usually have to, and I set it with MAC products. And you know, MAC products are usually heavy duty, and so they'll keep the foundation at bay and the makeup at bay. So I don't know if you were to set this with anything else, what your results would be. But like I said in the beginning, it was very, very oily, very runny. Another thing I don't like about this is how runny it is. I find it hard to put on. It's just really, really liquidy. I think those are my only complaints. I would definitely have to wear this more often, maybe a couple days a week, to really, really see how I feel about it. Overall though, I think it's a good foundation. Is it worth $15? I mean, in my opinion, it depends. It depends what you're willing to pay $15 for. I know that I can get the Fit Me foundation for $10, probably even cheaper, and it does everything I need to do. I don't have any problems. So for me, because it's just really, really oily at first, and I have to set it, I had to pretty much alter my makeup routine, which I didn't really like. For $15, no, I personally don't think it's worth $15. Probably like maybe 10 would be a little more reasonable. But yeah, for me, it's an okay foundation. I like it, but I don't really think I would be repurchasing this. But this is just my personal opinion. You're free to go give it a shot. Yeah, guys, that is the end of my review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you guys should definitely give this a try if you want to. If you're willing to spend the money. Like I said, it wasn't a bad foundation. It's just not my cup of tea. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.